Hey everybody, it's Leroy from Leroy Gaming, and are you frustrated like I was? Are you playing Starfield, and is your cargo capacity maxing out? And are you frustrated that you can only have 2 crew members equipped on your ship? Then you go and check out the ship vendors, and it's costing you 100, 200,000 credits to get 3 or 4 slots on your ship. Well, here in this guide video, I'm going to show you how early in the game, for under 40,000 credits, you can go and more than double your cargo capacity and also double your crew capacity. So watch this video, and step by step I'll show you how to get 4 crew member capacity as well as almost 1,000 cargo capacity, so you don't have to worry about either issue. Nice, cheap, and easy. Make sure to drop a like on the video if you found it helpful. Let me know in your comments if you have any other questions about shipbuilding. So let's check it out. Let's check out how to get a cheap, easy, effective Starfield ship right now. Alright guys, as I promised, you can do this really early in the game. So we're doing this right here at New Atlantis. And one of the first missions is going to take you here. And all you need to have is technically access to the ship service technician. Now, do note you do need some money, so you're probably not going to do this right away, but if you sell basically all the stuff that you pick up as far as guns and equipment, etc., you should be able to build this money rather quickly. Again, for this build out, you need just a little bit under 40,000 credit. So step 1 is go ahead and talk to the technician, and you're going to say, I'd like to view and modify my ship. At this point, we're going to be at this interface you see here. And you're going to want to actually hit B for ship builder, not ship upgrading. Next, what you're going to want to do is you're going to take the ship apart. Only certain parts though. So go ahead and move the engines away. Doesn't matter exactly where, but make them accessible. And go ahead and move everything around here. Next, go ahead and move your grav drive away. Click and drag. Same with your reactor. Now at this point, just to let you know, your ship has crew station capacity 2 and also passenger slots 2. So we're going to be wanting to increase that. Also, our main cargo hold is this one right here that only gives you 210. That's fine, we're going to keep that, but we want to add to it. So next step is going to be increasing our crew capacity and also our crew station capacity. Go ahead and mouse over this part of your ship as I'm showing right now, and then hit G for attach. Then you're going to want to go ahead and hit T and keep hitting T until we go to habitats. And what we want to select is this one, the Nova Galactic Engineering Bay. It's going to give +1 crew station. Go ahead and hit E to accept. And next, go ahead and mouse over the kind of rare part of this module and hit G again. I'm going to do one more. So we're going to stack them on top. Hit E again. Now at this point, we're going to have to put one more module. And the best way for me to teach you how to place this is just make sure your mouse is out in thin air. Hit G. And now you're going to have this one right here. This one, notice it's a 2x1 and it just has 2 passenger slots. Now, the game will always try and place the module closest to where your cursor is. So we're doing that, and now obviously it's not attached to the ship, but what we want to do is we want to get underneath these modules. But if I kind of go like this, notice it just attaches to the closest areas. So what you need to do with this selected, go in and hit F, and F is going to have you kind of lower down. There you go. And now you kind of mouse underneath the ship, and if you've gone too low on the Z axis, go ahead and hit R until it connects just like that, and let go of left click. So now you've properly placed this underneath. So at this point we have enough crew capacity, but we also want to get cargo capacity. So next what we're going to go ahead and do, I want to put them kind of at the top here. So I'm going to mouse over the rear here, and I'm going to hit G. I'm going to go hit T until we go ahead and get the cargo. Now depending on where you're in the game, you may get better forms of cargo holds. You should probably have the Stormax 40 unlocked. That's 245. If you don't have this one, you could go 210, but we're going to do the 245 as an example. It is going to add a lot of mass, so we're going to need to accommodate for that. Go ahead and left click, and it should auto place it here. Again, if it was misplaced somewhere else, just left click and hold and get it to the spot. Let's do the same of the opposite end. Mouse over where you want to place, hit G. It should already be auto selected, hit E. Now, do note, if you put it out in space, it would probably by default be facing this way. And notice the connector here is near my mouse. If you hit Z, it will flip it so you can connect it to the right spot. Okay, the next thing we need to do to make this ship legal is we need to upgrade the reactor and also the grav drive. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the reactor, mouse over it, click it, hit delete. We're selling it, it's not powerful enough. This one has a power of 14, we need more than that. Now go ahead and mouse over this central module to make this the easiest, hit G, and then go ahead and go to reactors. Now you're gonna wanna pick the best reactor that you can legally get. Two things you gotta keep in mind with some of these components. If you look at the left side here, it's gonna have at the very top Class A. If you're starting a game, you can only have Class A components. So if something had a Class B component like this, you cannot equip it. So it's very important to note. Also, some things are gonna need other skill requirements as well. So we're picking the very best one, that is Class A. Ahead, again, click E, and you should have it placed in the middle. You can place in other spots, that's fine as well. We're gonna do the same thing with this grav drive. Select it, hit delete. We wanna put it directly above. Mouse over where you want it, hit G. And again, hit T to toggle over until you get grav drives. Again, remember what I just said, even though legally I can buy the B class, we cannot equip them and actually fly with them. So we need to find the best A one that we want. Now, in addition to caring about what class it is, we also want the best value when it comes to your grav jump thrust. So notice some of these will have grav jump thrust of 12, 14. This one right here has a grav jump thrust of 18. That's what's gonna let you get off the ground and travel with a heavy ship. So we're gonna pick this one, go ahead and hit accept again. So now we have all the power and travel components we need. We can go ahead and put the original engines back. So I'm gonna push them back here to the left at the back end of the ship. But at this point, you're gonna notice we have a problem. Our mobility is too low. The way we get higher mobility is by adding extra engines. So what we're gonna now go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and mouse over here at the top. We're gonna go ahead, hit G, and we're gonna go under engines. Tab over to engines. And I probably just recommend getting the same white dwarfs, which are the White Dwarf 2010s. So put one on here. So we put one on here. Now we want one on the opposite side. And again, we're gonna do the same exact thing. Mouse over the area you want it, hit G, and then it should auto place it. Now at this point, I wanted to point out error messages because even though the placements of these engines are quote unquote legal, when it comes to engine placements, it may cause other issues. So before you finish your design, you need to go ahead and hit C for flight check. And notice this problem here, invalid Docker module position. And that is this module right here, which kind of makes sense. If you're docking here, you can't have things in the way. It has to be at an extremity. Good news is, I'm gonna show you I can easily fix that. So again, this needs to be kind of at the top of all the, or at the very bottom as an example. So in this case, all we gotta do is move these engines. So we're gonna go ahead and select the engine. I'm gonna move them away slightly, and we're gonna drop F to be a little lower. Now all of a sudden, it's still legal. It's symmetrical with the other engines. And if we go ahead and do that with both engines, go ahead and drop it just a little bit. Now it's places, it's symmetrical. And if you hit C now, you'll notice our only problem right now is that we need to attach the modules and it's too big, and that's only because these modules are far away. So let's go ahead and put those back on. Again, you want them on the same symmetrical levels. For the heights, there you go, put them here. There we go. And then one more, and I believe that's equal. And at this point, there you go, you hit C, all system is nominal. That means everything is a go. Your mass is still high, but you're fine with that for now. What really matters is this. Check it out. You have high mobility actually, max crew 4, cargo 940. And your cost out the door under 38,000 credits. No new ship out there is gonna let you double both of those at this price. At this point, all you gotta do is hit tab, hit enter to finalize everything. If you had messed things up, you can always hit X to cancel. And just like that, instantly, here we go. You see your brand new ship. It's 1-to-1 ratio in-game. You can run inside it if you want as well. It's fully functional for takeoff and landing, etc. And again, super dirt cheap, and you can do this early game. This should be able to cover you for a nice long time. So I hope you guys found this video nice and helpful. If you did, please make sure to drop a like. If you have any questions about shipbuilding, make sure to drop them in the comments. And if you want to see more from me, make sure to subscribe. Thank you for all your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.